All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Shalom, salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting the good fight of faith and truth, in sincerity and wholeheartedly, Shalom to the Akwath, which is the women believers, Shalom to you. This is a little quick read. I ain't about to dig deep into this, but, as people look at this as a light thing, this is not a light thing in the eyes of the Lord. So the scripture says, through pride in the later times, there should be great miseries because people have walked in great pride. And, it's very prideful to depart from your maker and start to serve other gods. So you might look at it like, oh, it's just a day that we celebrate love. Well, you got to understand the origins. You got to understand, the doctrine of the system, because these gods that you was indoctrinated with, they go back to something. And then when you hear what they go back to, that's when you're supposed to be like, oh shit, I don't celebrate that no more. But you still try to make an excuse. So it says, the origin of Valentine's Day, a bloody Roman orgy, animal sacrifice, meat flogging, and lots of dirty, drunken sex. And to say, in that time of year, again, when love abounds and romance fills the air, we give our partners with a cheap chocolate and platitudes to show them how much we care. We splurge on a romantic evening, a fine date. Dining at a Red Lobster truly is a celebration of the human heart. And that's already abomination. You're eating abominable foods. And that's one thing that our people do. We don't care what the heathen do, okay? They supposed to do that. You got laws and guidelines to follow. So, our people loved Red Lobster on Valentine's Day. And they love Red Lobster even if it ain't Valentine's Day. So it says, but our Valentine's Day traditions are nothing compared to the rowdy fertility festivals of ancient Rome. So say if you say, oh, that was back then, it's different now. No, the scripture said that which is that which shall be. All right. And there is no new thing under the sun. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Because you might have somebody be like, oh, that was back then. Oops. I think it's 9. So it said, the thing which have been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. There is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said? See, this is new. It has already been of old time, which was before us. That's why we reading this. So going back, it says, but our Valentine's Day traditions are nothing compared to the rowdy fertility festivals of ancient Rome, orgies. Valentine's Day gets its name from a Catholic saint, but the holiday started in ancient Rome. And this is Jake taking over the customs of the heathen, because in this time, Jake was ruling. And we make everything great even when it's bad because we're Israelites. So it said, our stories begins in a dark cave nestled among the 7 hills of ancient Rome. The bloody orgy, Lupercalia. The orders of Valentine's Day begin with some good-natured animal sacrifice and a drunken debauch in the streets of the ancient Rome. Festival of Lupercalia was a celebration of fertility that took place at the Ides of February. Roman priests would meet up at the cave where Rome's founders Romulus and Remus, which is the original Japhite. All right. These men was Japhetic, but Esau, he come and conquer and take over a people's culture and nationality. The same thing he did to us. He called himself the Jays. So it says, they were raised in a cave because their adoptive mother was a wolf. Man, these bugged out stories. But hey, the heathen don't have anything. You got to understand, they don't have a father. They don't have a power. They had to make up shit. So it said, do wolves live in caves? I don't know, but that beside the point. It says, it starts with the priest. The priest would draw straws to see who had to bring the goat and dog. Because, that's what they sacrifice, a dog and a goat. In ancient Rome, goats were treated like family, often sharing sleeping quarters with the unmarried man of the house. Dogs, however, were kept as a dairy animal. I don't know no dogs that I mean, yeah, I guess. I never just seen no dog be milked. I see dogs, drink milk from their mama, little pups. But anyways, it said, and a source of meat. Ugh. Dog cheese was a Roman delicacy. Until the unfortunate priest would bid his fiery companion and tearful and sometimes let me see. I'm gonna get this. Libidinin, whatever that word is. Farewell, and then slit the animal's throat. And I know this word goes back to drink offering because it looked like it's like libation. A libation is a drink offering. Libidin, libidinius. Let me see. Libidinius. Libidinius. I'm gonna say it's that. Libidinius. Anyways, farewell, and then slit the animal's throat. While the goat carcass was still warm, the priest would skin it, cut into the hide. And yeah, so like I said, I just wanted to read a little quick excerpt because we got the point. The point is that this deals with, animal sacrifice and orgies and drunken sex. Basically it's a festival of wickedness. So now, just want to get a few scriptures. Like, people don't understand. This goes back to other gods. It said, for you shall worship no other God, for Yahweh, whose name is jealous, is a jealous power. Like, you dealing with a power. Number one, he created you. As I say in Deuteronomy 7:6, he made you the best people on earth above all people. He gave you rules and guidelines to follow, and they ain't good enough. You want to go follow after the heathen and be wicked. So now you wonder why all these things happen unto us, man. The reason that we in captivity to this day is because you're hard-headed. You don't listen. You want to continue to keep on going off, then, bad things going to happen unto you. It said the beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High and his heart is turned away from his maker, going after idols, man. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that have it shall pour out abominations. And therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities, overthrew them utterly. How about like getting shoved into a ship and brought to the other side of the world, packed in a ship like sardines, man. And then we had Sodom and Gomorrah. The Lord flooded the earth. You had the strange calamity of the parting of the Red Sea. You have famines, wars, so these things is going to continue to happen upon our people. And we have one more destruction to go through. Jacob's trouble. But the scripture said he should be saved out of it, talking about the elect, the ones who don't go after idols. So be prepared for those many great miseries. All you people want to continue to do idol worship. Just like y'all try to justify a Christian. Oh, we do it for the kids. We know it ain't about Jesus, even though that's not his name. We know it ain't Jesus. We know we just do it for the kids. Well, when we tell you what it goes back to, you don't care. Before I get that, this is why you don't care. A sinful man will not be reproved, but find of an excuse according to his will, because it's really you want to do it. But you be trying to use excuses. You just wicked by nature. And we all are. But see, the Lord have mercy upon, those he have mercy on. And that's why the ones who teach this truth, warning you with the hope that, the Lord said he give the increase. So if you got ears to hear and you understand it, then it's time to put your good foot forward, because you got to seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Therefore, upon the idols of the Gentiles, there should be a visitation. See, the Lord is about to come and visit this place and bring destruction upon all you idol worshipers. And it said, because in the creature of the Most High, they are become an abomination and a stumbling blocks to the souls of men and a snare to the feet of the unwise. Because see, when you are in the congregation of the Lord, you see things for what it is, but when you're not, you are susceptible to all these idols that really rule over your life. Like, you try to tell a person, like you could tell a person that yeah, how about Halloween? Halloween is basically a devil's day. It's a witch's Sabbath. Like it's literally demonic as hell, and a Christian would still celebrate it. Come on, man. So you just gone, man. So for the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the adventure to them corruption of life. All of this, the origin of wickedness is idols, man. So it says, for neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever, because the Lord going to destroy them all. And then everybody going to know who Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is. For by the vainglory of men they enter into the world, and therefore shall they shortly come to an end. What is that? Because this is what's going on in the world. Verse 8 is the point. So it says, as you have therefore received Hamashiach the Lord, so walk you in him. So after you hear this truth, you're supposed to walk in it, rooted and build it up in him, established in the faith as you have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving. You know, because when we tell you these things, we're not just saying it just to say it. We're telling you to get salvation, man. Don't you want salvation? Don't you want to be saved? But oh yeah, you don't believe that destruction is coming. That's why you got scriptures. You've been saying that, like 2 Peter 3 and 4. Where's the promise of his coming? You know? Oh, I've been saying that for years. Oh, not in my lifetime. It says in verse 8, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy, which is a doctrine, a knowledge, philosophy, dealing with wisdom too, but it's wisdom of the world. And it says, in vain deceit after the tradition of men. These things are man-made, man. Just like Christianity is man-made. It comes from the Roman Catholic Church. Dogma. Spiritual stories sent down by men. And made it a doctrine, though. It said, after the rudiments of this world. The rudiments are the doctrines of a system. So this wicked system that we are in, we grew up believing in Valentine's Day, Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving and Halloween and things like that. We grew up in that. You got to put that away after you find out the truth. So if you came across a video and they talk about, hey, this holiday, the origin of this, it go back to this, and then you still celebrate it, guess what? Now you are held accountable. So it says, after the rudiments of the world and not after Hamashiach. So to end it on this, and this is what's going to happen in the very near future. Their sorrow shall be multiplied that hasten after another God. Their drink offerings of blood will I not offer, nor take up their names into my lips. And the way that we give sacrifice today is by making our body a living sacrifice, and also giving spiritual sacrifices by our lips. So guess what? This still applies. But the point is, sorrows shall be multiplied if you want to continue to be an idol worshiper. So all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.